With the Saladmaster. So for today, we're going to make something quite nice as usual, and it's going to. Okay, so over here we started by preparing the meat. We'll get to the rest of the ingredients in a minute, but we just first started by preheating cooking the meat. So in here I've got the beef. You can use any meat of your choice. I've got the beef, I've got the shaki, I've got the stock fish, which is like a dry fish. I've got various types of meat, and I've added the seasoning, onions, and put the lid on with no water and allow that valve to click. So once the valve begins to click, let's have a look. Just open it up, and there we go. So it's beginning to cook in there with no water. Then give it a proper stir. It's best to use your wooden spoon though. So give it a proper stir so that all the seasoning will mix properly with your meat. Remember, we're cooking this meat with absolutely no water. And remember, in Saladmaster, we don't cook on high heat, otherwise it's going to burn. So cook on medium heat. When the valve begins to click first, put it on low, and then after a while, then you check on it, give it a proper stir, and then put the lid on. Ensure it's cooking on low heat, and there we go. After a few more minutes, your meat will be quite ready. Just check when it's tender, then it's ready, and you can bring it down. So that's it all there. Now give it your final stir, put your lid on, and right. So the ingredients which we need for the black soup is number one. I've got my that one, it's the bitter leaf. I've got the scent leaf. I've got my cubes. I've got my bay, which you can use your locust beans as well. I've also got my otaze, which is kind of a bitter leaf as well. It's called otaze. I've got my onions. I've got my banga soup spice. I've got my scotch bonnet. I've got my crayfish, and I've got my dry fish over there as well. I've earlier boiled my meat, which includes the shred, the stripe, the beef. My stockfish is in there as well, so just use any meat of your choice as well. Like I try to eat less red meat, and I'm adding a twist to this, which includes the green bell pepper, which is a twist to it, and also my favorite green leaf vegetable. My green leafy vegetable, it's that one. It's a kind of kale leaf. You probably must have seen me use it a couple of times, but it's a different type of kale leaf. That's why I like this. Is to me, it's like the Nigerian ogu leaf. Very healthy as well, and that's the name of the kale leaf. It's a different type of kale leaf. Okay, so that's what we'll be using, and these are our ingredients for the black soup. So like I said, my twist to it includes the green pepper and that one. Okay, also I'll be using mushroom as well. Mushroom is optional if you want to, so but those are the ingredients which we'll be using. Right, so we're going to start now by washing this fish. Wash it in a very nice warm water, about 2 to 3 times. Wash it, and then we're going to cook it. Mind you, this meat which has been earlier cooked, you can also, after cooking that meat, just wash your fish and cook it in there together. So I'm just going to wash this and then add them all up and start cooking our soup. Right, so here is the fish all nicely washed, and the bone, I've taken my time to wash it about 3 to 4 times, and I've also taken off all the bones. Okay, so now I'm just going to add it to the meat and the assorted meat in there with my stockfish. Like I said, you can always cook them together as well, but I don't like this to get so softened, so that's why I'm putting it at this stage. Okay, so put them and give it a stir, and then you can put the lid on fully closed, and then we can go to the vegetable. So it's clicking now, it's beginning to click. Then I'm just going to add the mushrooms, which has been cleaned as well. So just add the mushrooms. Right, so I actually had to cut the mushroom into smaller sizes like what you're seeing in there. So they all are cooking together, and now it's time to go sort the vegetables. Right, so it's now time for us to wash the kale leaf. Remember, like I said, it's a different type of kale leaf. To me, just like our ogo, it's a very special, healthy, nutritious green leafy vegetable. So I'm just gonna wash this nicely and blend it with my green bell pepper, my onions, the scotch bonnet, and the rest of all these frozen vegetables in here. That's your otazi, the onubo, and the uziza leaf, which is like the we've got the scent leaf as well, okay, and that's like a horoifu or something. So that's this, as well as the crayfish. Blend the crayfish as well, okay. The green. Okay, so over here now it's the green vegetables, the bitter leaf, the scent leaf, my green bell pepper, and the other type of kale leaf. So I've got all of them, including some spices as well. So now I'm just gonna pour them inside the cooking meat. Right, over here to the cooking meat and stockfish and also my mushroom. I've got the vegetables all blended in here now. So I'm just gonna pour them all in there nicely and allow them to nicely cook. Look at that. Okay, so just give them a proper stir. Right, so that's it all nicely stirred. So now I'm just gonna add some of the spices as well. Remember, like I said, I add a little bit of banga soup spice in addition to the black soup spice. I buy the black soup spice, all the spices I buy them from, and whenever I'm on holidays or when I see people coming down, that's when I get the spices. The spices are the main thing you need for this black soup, okay? And I've got this other one as well, yeah. So add all your spices. You can check from the African shops as well. In the African shops, some of the African shops, they do have them spices because it gives it that native flavor, which is what you're looking for, okay? So add your cubes as well. I'm just adding every other thing which I need for this soup. Just add every other thing now in Saladmaster way. You don't need to enslave yourself, and just give it a proper stir. Put the lid on and then just wait for the valve to click. So give it another stir. This soup doesn't take time to cook and it's very nice, very flavorful. Okay, so that's it there. Now just put the lid on and just ensure you've got all the sides all clean. Put the lid on and wait for it to click. Fully closed. Wait for the valve to click, and then we are off and ready to go. Right, so that's it there. The valve is beginning to click now, and let's have a look. Ready, steady, go. Wow, look at that. On our support no way. Yummy, look at that. So our black soup is all ready in Saladmaster. This wouldn't even take you up to 10 minutes and you're out of the kitchen. As long as you've got your meat earlier cooked, just blend them stove. You don't even have to overcook the vegetable. Just wait for the valve to click in about 5-10 minutes. Give it a stir and off you go. Not in Saladmaster, but try to cook in the more healthy way. Hence I've used the kale leaf, and also this black soup is being cooked with absolutely no oil. Absolutely no oil. So enjoy with us. Look at that. A black soup in Saladmaster. Delicious. This with your best favorite swallow, whether pounded yam, any type of any one of your choice, okay? So this soup actually is not from the eastern part of Nigeria. It's from the Bini people from Edo State, basically. Those are the ones that make this black soup, and this is really nice and flavorful. So get your rice or your swallow and come join us here. Thanks for watching. So look at that. So if you want yours to be a bit more lighter, you can do that. But if you like it that way, it's absolutely fine as well, okay? But look at that. Yummy and very flavorful.